How's it going, everybody? Is my microphone working? Yes, appears to be. Happy Thursday. I had to think for a minute, a little bit ago, like about 15, 20 minutes ago. I had to think, wow, what day is it? Those that got in at 2:40 are all first. Right on. That's right. Everybody's first. Everybody gets to be first. Oh, how's it going, fellas? Father Time, how you doing? Haven't touched the bug. Actually, I tried to, the bug, because I know you're going to ask. The bug, like the back brakes are locked up. And so I'm going to have to jack it up and like bang on the drums in the back to get the brakes unlocked. Like I put the parking brake on, now I can't get it off. So I was ready to put the new battery in it and give it a test drive, but it won't roll. So go figure. Oh man. Richard, greetings. How are you doing? We got to talk Lumencache too, buddy. We got to talk Lumencache too. I got to get that stuff working. Oh, I brought home some stuff to test it again, and then it didn't work when I was trying it. But anyways. All right. Well, hey fellas, so here's what's going on. First of all, sorry I missed on Sunday and I'm seized calipers. I don't know, maybe. I mean, they were working. The front, I've got disc brakes on the front, but it's the back. It's definitely the back that's locked up. And this happened to me before, but before I had it hooked up to the motor, and so when I would go, it would break loose and it would work. But right now it's not breaking loose. At least it's not hooked up to the motor. So I just have to like push it and see if that's strong enough. Bought it, did you know? Can't wait to get and test it and make it work. How's it going? So when did you buy it? Because I got a few orders here, and then I got about 10 more to fill today. So it's an old bug. There are drums in the back. Knocking the drums would probably do it. That's what I'm thinking. Just get back there, knock. Hey, Mark, how are you doing? I am doing well. How are you? Carologist. Drum brakes don't have calipers though, right? It's not the front. 827. Okay. Gosh, it should be in the mail. It should be already out. Make it work. What's your tracking say? Just curious. It sometimes takes, especially if it's like on the end of the week, if we're going up to Aidendale for the weekend, then like orders that come in like on Friday, even if I print the labels, we might even print the labels and put them in the boxes. But if I forget to put them out for the post office or we don't take them to the post office, it's sometimes Monday or Tuesday before they get there. So it seems like about every Tuesday or Wednesday, I get a bunch of people asking, where's my stuff? Because I ordered it on Friday and you printed the label. You know, it says you printed it, but you haven't taken it to the post office. Yeah, that's about right. Sorry. Anyways, I'm glad. I hope you enjoy it. They're great. They're great. I spent yesterday doing a whole bunch of LED stuff. And my main purpose was to upgrade my, it says ready to ship. Really? Oh, it should be shipped. Anyways, my main purpose in my most recent LED work around the house. Yeah. Has anybody heard from Travis, Phil? That's a good question. Squirreling around like we are. I heard when I heard that he was streaming from the hurricane, that was like the first I knew that there was a hurricane. So I know that it was in his neighborhood and his stuff was getting knocked out, like his internet or whatever. Got your DigiQuads starting the Christmas light project. Yes. Excellent, Chris. Excellent. Let us know if you have any troubles. Everything's been working great for most people. I do know though that I found here a jumper. Oops. I'm sure you can believe me. It's a jumper, but there it is. I found this little jumper on my desk after unpackaging and repackaging some, because I was switching some of the ESP boards on some of them. So some people wanted, an external antenna or whatever, and so I was pulling some off and putting it on a different quad or Uno, whatever, and packed it all up. Sent a bunch of orders off, and then I found this jumper sitting on my desk. So somebody out there has a DigUno with no jumper, and it might not work. So whoever you are, I apologize right now, and I have your jumper. I'm sorry. I'll happily mail it to you once we identify who the lucky winner was. So, Macy, yeah, it's Sunday already, right? Is this week just flying by or what? Started my permanent holidays as well. Yes, DC. Awesome. So back to what I was talking about. So I spent yesterday, like I tore apart my desk and I put a bunch of new lights in a bunch of new places. And my big project, the reason I started doing it was because I wanted to upgrade my bias lighting, which I think is a horrible non-descriptive term for the lights that go behind your TV that match the pictures on your screen. If somebody can come up with a better name for LEDs behind your screen that match the colors that you see on your screen, I'd like to know. I'd like to start using it instead of bias lighting, because when I say bias lighting, that's not going to get a lot of clicks, right? Nobody's going to know what that is. Nobody's searching for that. But you have the jumper, better than having their paints or pants. Better than having either one of them. Should give a prize to the person who didn't get it. The prize is a free jumper. Yeah, I should give him a prize. So what I did with so let's talk about my bias lighting. So I think probably my second most popular video ever was the Hyperion video, where I put the bias lighting on the back of my computer monitor and connected it to a Raspberry Pi running Hyperion. And Hyperion is a great software, runs on a Raspberry Pi. You put an HDMI input into the USB port on the Pi, and then Hyperion will process that information and output it through either a GPIO pin, or you can do it through wireless communication, or you can do it through USB if you have LEDs that can communicate over USB. And then it matches those lights, right? It matches the lights with what you see on the screen. It works really well. Lots of settings, a little difficult to set up initially. At least it was when I did it like a year and a half or so ago. Since then, and I've talked about Luciferin in the past, but since then, or at least a little bit, ambient TV reactive lighting. Ooh, I like that, Chris. That's better. Screen match mood lighting. Ooh, screen match. I like screen match. Backlighting sounds better, but it's not exactly correct. I agree, Austin. I agree. Ambilight was Phillips's term. That's true. Hey, Songor, how are you doing? Are you still making videos? You haven't popped up in my feed in a while. RGB monitor Ambilight. I think screen match lighting. I think that's my favorite so far. I think you got the winner right there. Screen match lighting. Anyway, so Luciferin came along, and I discovered Luciferin quite a while ago. And the good thing about Luciferin is it runs on an ESP 8266 or ESP32. It's actually made more for the ESP 8266 than the 32, but it works with 32. Summer also took priority. Gotcha. Was a source of me wanting to do it on my own TV. Cut the strip, soldered it all together, the Node MCU on it. Still not made a frame to put it behind the TV. Oh. Well, can you just put it stick it to the back of the TV? That's what I do. You don't have to put it on the wall or anything, just stick it to the back of the TV. Anyways, so Luciferin runs on an 8266 or an ESP32. And when I started using it, one of the reasons I really got into it, or that I wanted to really try it, was because it reportedly handled dual monitors better. Hyperion can handle dual monitors, and I tried it, but I didn't really get it to work. Luciferin, we're going to get these mixed up now. Luciferin can handle it really well, and it's been doing that for a long time. TV is on a pull-out bracket, so it tilts. Can't put it on the back of the TV. Oh. The round shape of the back of the TV projects the lights on the wall perfectly. Oh, awesome. So I've been using Luciferin, and it works really well. The way Luciferin works is there's two software parts. One is what goes on the ESP board. That is called Glowworm. The other is the part that runs on your PC, and that is called Firefly. And the big difference here, I think the biggest difference between Luciferin and Hyperion is that Hyperion can do anything that is an HDMI, well, not even HDMI. It can take a lot of video inputs. It'll take whatever video input you want to throw at it. You can hook a VCR up to it and just put in the RCA cables or whatever and get that into the Pi, and then the Pi would process it and put it out on the other side, and you can have the what did we call them? The screen match lighting on the back. With Luciferin, it's only PC and Linux. And he says Mac is coming, but it's only, right, for all I've used it for is PC. So there's no external HDMI input. But if you, like me, spend most of your time in front of your computer monitors, like even when I watch TV, when I watch Netflix or Disney Plus or ESPN or whatever, I watch it here, watch it on my computers. So Luciferin is great for that. The other thing about Luciferin that I like a lot is you can communicate between the Firefly software. That's what captures the PC screen information and sends it to the glowworm. You can make that communication from the PC to the ESP board wirelessly using MQTT, or you can use USB. Just connect it to the USB port. I want to try using the USB communication. I have done it with the MQTT, but I think there's a lot of people out there in the world who would want to use something like Luciferin and have their screen match LEDs. I like that. Their screen match LEDs, and they don't have an MQTT broker. They don't use Home Assistant, right? That's like a whole nother branch or a whole nother, and it might not seem too complicated for people who use it all the time, like probably most of us, but there's going to be certainly a lot of people that don't use MQTT. And so setting up a broker and getting it to communicate, while it's not hard, would be foreign and confusing. So the idea of being able to just plug in a USB cable to your ESP device and then have the Firefly send the information to the USB over to the LED controller, the ESP board through the USB, is very appealing to me. I haven't tried it yet. That's what we're going to do today. Do you need a separate ESP8266 per monitor, Metal Wolf? Yes, you do if you're using an ESP8266. Now, with the latest version of Luciferin, if you're using an ESP32, that has the increased processing power required to be able to have one device run two monitors. What it would do is treat the LEDs as if they were, well, you have to connect them like they're one big long string. So you start the LEDs, you go around one monitor, and then you take, some of these this three-wire cable like this, and you go from one strip of LEDs on the first monitor to the beginning of the second monitor strip and go around. So you can do it with just one ESP32, but not ESP8266, just not strong enough. How's it going, guys? Nix, we're talking about Luciferin. We're talking about screen match LED lighting. I love that. Screen match. Who did that? You win the prize. PC, personal computer, not Windows that people seem to assume. Linux runs what is classed as PC too, not only Windows. Well, good. Then it is PC because it's Linux and Windows, but not Mac. Mac's not PC, right? Okay, so let me get you up to speed with where I'm at right now. I took the old stuff. Can you skip the LEDs down the sides? This is beside the other monitor. Oh, good question. Gosh. I don't know. Do I win a jumper? Yes, you do. I got one for you right here, John. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that, Metal Wolf. That's a good question. I put LEDs down the sides of mine, so I can't even test it. I guess we'd have to set up some other kind of a test setup to know what the answer is there. Or we can ask David is the fella's name who made it. No point in lighting nothing. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so where am I at right now? Okay, on the back of my computer monitors with my Hyperion setup and with my first generation of Luciferin, I had 60 LED per meter strips. So those are the strips where the LEDs are spaced about an inch apart. It was okay. It was fine. It was still useful, but you know, I wanted it better. And I had done it at the time just because that's what I had on hand, and I wanted to get it going. In the meantime, since then, when I decided, okay, I'm going to upgrade, I bought a 5 meter strip of 30 LED per meter. So now they're like a ½ inch apart or so. So 30 LEDs per meter strips. So basically doubled the number of LEDs that I have going around the computer monitors. Keep in mind that means twice as much power. So if you're using tiny little wires or a tiny little power supply, make sure you upgrade appropriately. But hopefully it's a lot smoother and captures a bit more accurately exactly where the color is. Okay. So I've got those LEDs on the back. I've got power hooked up to the LEDs, and I've got these wires ready to be connected to the controllers. So if you're going to do Luciferin, does Z stand for DrZzs? What is DrZzs, Manuel? I don't know. No, Z's is just like sleeping. Because I'm really an anesthesiologist. You know, there are 1 in 40. Yeah, I do know, and I have some. And gosh, how many? I mean, you would end up with. It's about, so a 5 meter strip left me with maybe a couple feet. So 5 meters is going to be. Oh no, was it 5 meter strip? Yeah, it was. It was 5 meters, 16 feet. No, hombre. Man, must have been. Anyway, so let's see how many inches that was. That was a lot of inches. What's the circumference of a 27-inch monitor? I don't know what it is. It's a restaurant in the UK. Oh. Hyperion is a bit too laggy. Is this better? Oh, you know what? I don't know, Nix. I did not experience lag before, so I can't say why you experience lag and whether or not you're going to experience lag this time. I will say that Luciferin gives you the ability to change the rate, the frames per second. So if it seems laggy, you can increase that and maybe it'll get better. But that'll depend a little bit on what processor you're using, what your computer can do, that kind of stuff. Quinor made LED load bars for testing last week with 144 LEDs per meter. I've got one strip of 144 LEDs per meter. Oh, my sticky tape's not sticking. Curses. And it's actually really neat. But and the Pi, yeah, good point, Richard. What are you using, Nix? Were you using the Pi 0 or the like a Pi 3? I didn't notice any. I actually thought when I first was using Luciferin, I thought it was more delayed. But there's a lot of other factors, and it was, I'm using 8266. I was using MQTT, so it's Wi-Fi is part of the complicating factor there. And then the baud rate stuff. So we'll see. We'll see now I've not done like a slow-mo. Somebody should. That would be a good thing to do. A slow-mo camera and see, how those colors change and see how much lag there might be and compare the two. Somebody with more time on their hands than I have should do that comparison. Yeah, Richard, it's bright, isn't it? If you put 144 LEDs per meter on the back of the screen and cranked it up, you could see the future. Probably true. Okay. When you do Luciferin, there is a great wiki page here, which I linked in the video description. Oh, you know what? Dang. Let's take 5 minutes. Now that I got everything all prepped, let's back up and pay tribute to Bangood. My Bangood addiction. Let's look at a couple things that Bangood has sent me, and I put links in the description. So here we go, right? Well, let's start with the least exciting. So these are some funky little lights that I got, and I was on a big solar light kick, so I asked them for a bunch of solar lights because we got a lot of stuff up at the Hobbit house that needs lighting that doesn't have access to electricity. So these kinds of lights are pretty useful. I'm kind of surprised that you can have a little tiny solar panel like this. I'm sure it's got a little battery in there, right? And this many LEDs, and it can do its thing. They're not super bright. They're fine, for what they are. They're fine. I have not decided exactly where I'm going to put them, but they arrived intact and they work as shown. So those are decent. So that's that one. This one I'm impressed with. This is another, I was, like I said, on a solar panel kick. Yeah, lightsabers. Bangood Buddy Woody. That's right, Phil. I don't wonder what happened to old Woody. I haven't talked to him in forever. Anyway, so I've been on a solar panel kick as well. This is actually a great little solar panel. I was really happy with this guy. It says it's flexible, and they show it flexible like that. It doesn't seem to me to be that flexible. Like I wouldn't really want to bend it that much. It's very stiff, but it definitely is more flexible than like some of these that are glass panels, right? It's certainly not a glass panel, or it's made to be bendable like this. So that's nice. But to me, that just means it's more rugged, more durable, right? And another thing I liked about it is it's got this little voltage regulator attached right to it. So you can actually, and I don't show a picture of it, which is too bad because I think to me that's a selling point that they're not showing here. But that little voltage regulator right there, it has a USB port on it. So you can just flop this thing down and hook your phone up to that USB port and charge away. And that's actually probably the best use for this little thing. And this was actually a really good little phone charger. I had this thing set out. I just decided that was how I was going to charge my phone, and it was great. I mean, it charges great. Just like that. So all you need is that cable, and it connects right to here. You don't need anything else. So it comes with this kind of thing, but I didn't use it. All right. So that's that. Very happy with this. And then this little guy, I wanted to try their version of the bladeless fan, right? This is the knockoff version of the Dyson bladeless fan. And you got to expect it's not going to be the same as a Dyson, because a Dyson fan, even this size, is going to cost you like $200 or whatever. I wonder if they don't last as long when you flex them. Chris, what do you think? Is it, if you don't flex them, do they last as long? I don't know. Anyways, so I turned this on. This thing's also a humidifier, so you can put like your essential oils in there and it kind of blows them out. I guess that's cool. It does have a little LED light, so it kind of, it's kind of neat. I didn't feel like it was blowing a ton of air. So I was a little disappointed in how much air it was blowing. I thought maybe it would blow more, or but whatever, for $30, it's a nice little desk fan. It doesn't have a battery. I also thought it had a battery. It does not have a battery. You have to have this plugged into a 5-volt power source. So you can plug it right into a USB port on something, or a power supply that does 5 volts and goes out to a USB cable. Okay. So that's it. It's cool. It's definitely it's a nice little thing. It's a good way to experiment with this kind of fan. And I was hoping, and I still may, if it works well enough, I may use it in the Hobbit house at the windows to kind of move some air in. But being flexible is the issue. Hear a lot of the solar on the boat groups. Oh, solar on a boat. Oh, I see. I got you. Yeah, because solar panels on a boat. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. All right. Mission accomplished. Bangood Buddy Woody would be proud. So there you are. Those are the Bangood things. I will tell you, too. You remember, maybe you don't remember, but a while back, I did a Blitzwolf touchscreen monitor that they gave me. It was like it's a tiny little thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it might be 16, 18 inches. How loud is the fan? Louder than I expected it to be. I can actually turn it on. Actually have it. Let's see. I'll turn it on. Seems like there's only one speed, too. Yeah, it's not very loud, but... Oh, there's a little bit louder. Oh, there's a little more force. And then there's off. So it's 3 speeds. That's the highest speed. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. A regular fan would make noise, too. It just doesn't feel like it moves very much air. And it's not... The air is not evenly distributed around. It's like all of the air is coming out up here. And like no air is coming out down here. So it's okay. I think it might be better off to use like a 3D printed version of it or something like that. Did you feel that breeze, Ash? Did you feel that? Wow. Oh my gosh, I squirreled myself. I have no idea what I was talking about a minute ago. Oh, the Blitzwolf monitor. So that Blitzwolf monitor that I got a while back, I set up initially on my Raspberry Pi 400, which I just never used. I sat it here for months and just never used it. So I thought, well, I'm going to take my that monitor and I'm going to hook it up to my PC and make it a 3-monitor system. And Luciferin can actually do 3 monitors, but this one is mounted flat up against the wall, so it's not going to go behind that. But you can do 3 monitors with Luciferin. The great part about it, and let me see, I can show you. The great part about the monitor now is that it has become, sorry, it's inverted, but it has become my display for Home Assistant. Let's flip it for you so you don't have to look at that upside down. Thank you for subscribing. Steve, thank you. Let's transform that. Let's flip it. 180. Okay. So here it is, right? And the cool part is it's a touchscreen. So I can turn things on and off and change them with this. I love that. I think that is great. So I can tell the kids it's bedtime. Whatever.
Scriptures and prayer.
Wow, that's loud.
And teeth. Scriptures and prayer.
That's our bedtime
pajamas,
announcement.
And teeth. Scriptures and prayer. Pajamas and teeth.
Teeth? Did she say teeth? It sounded like she said teeth. Anyway, so I like it. I like that Bangood monitor. In fact, I'm going to go onto their site and find another one because I like it a lot. Okay. Bingo. Now we're done. Let's flip that back around and let's get back to Luciferin because that's what we're here to do. That is the main objective today. Transform, rotate 180. Now I can aim it back down here at the bench. Okay. Not sure we're going to use that on the bench, but here we go. And just did a headstand to see it. Yeah, my girls. You guys have probably seen this. My little girls are gymnastics, and they have shirts that it's written in upside down. It says, "This is my handstand shirt" or something like that. If it's upside down. Anyways, is that VESA mountable? No, it's not. No, it's not. It actually came with a folding stand, kind of like an iPad has sometimes. I had to just rig up some little clips to mount it, to just put it up on the wall there. I wanted it just nice and flush. Although maybe if I stood it off the wall a little bit, I could put LEDs behind it and run it as my third Luciferin monitor. But link to that monitor, I should search for it. Let's find it. Let's find it on Bangood because there's maybe another one. Sorry for the distractions. Here we go again, right? Yeehaw! This wolf. It is a touch screen. Oh. Huh. I don't remember. Oh, it's this one, I think. It's one of these. No, it's this one. So it's definitely not the 13-inch. It's got to be this one. It's got to be. Yeah, it's this one, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I definitely recommend this. And another nice thing about it is it's that's too long of a link. There you go. Another thing I like about it is you connect it. They've got a special cable, and it's probably HDMI mini to normal or whatever. Not mini, not micro. I don't know. It's not normal, but it comes with the cable that you need to hook up the display part of it. But it also runs with a USB-C, and if you hooked it up to your PC, your computer, it will bring in the power, but it will also communicate the touch information. I did have to do a little bit of setup in Windows to get it to work on this monitor. For some reason, it was treating it like a trackpad on a different monitor, which seemed odd to me that it would even think that way, but that's what it did. And I don't think it's the monitor's fault. I think that's Windows' way of interpreting that input. But anyways, this thing's great, so I'm gonna ask him for another one. Maybe I'll try this even smaller one. There's probably another one, 14-inch one. So pretty good, I gotta say. Not too bad. Okay, done. All right. Software and game development Twitch category. No, I haven't. I have not. Hypermanu. Not to derail you or anything, yeah, right? Me derail? Wonder if it would work with Linux. It worked. No, it did work. It worked with Raspberry Pi. Yes, absolutely, Chris. It worked with Raspberry Pi. The touchscreen worked great with Raspberry Pi. It's USB-C. Maybe I can use it with my adapter. Sophie, do you have like a Mac or something that only has USB-C? Or what do you mean? Anyway, Luciferin, let me focus. Focus like a laser. Oh, wait, did I put in that? Did I finally put that in yet? Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I've got a video clip that I've been meaning. Dang. Alright, fine. I have stay on target little animation that I haven't used on this computer yet. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. Desktop, it only has one USB-C port and does not support video. Oh, I think you can use it, you can put it in, let's see, I don't think it does video over the USB-C. No, it does. Yes, it does. It does do video over the USB-C because I remember looking in the options for it. So it does do video over the USB-C. Yes, it does. Is there good question, Ryan. Is there a benefit to adding F-amp to my Dig quads? Possibly, Ryan. Possibly. Here's the situation. The resistor that is on the output of the Dig quads and the Dig Unos, if you get past a certain distance, and it's not very far, it's like 10 or 15 feet. If you get past that distance and you have kind of bundled wire like this, where the data wire is right next to the ground wire, if you have that kind of wire, you may see some problems. The easy solution is separate the wires. If you just pull them apart so that they're not just like bundled right next to each other, then that interference shouldn't exist or shouldn't cause you problems anymore. So just pull them apart and you should be fine. Another solution is use an F-amp. Another solution is change out the resistor if you're so inclined. And then the other situation where you might want to use an F-amp is if you're later on down your string or your strip of LEDs, say you've run, 50 LEDs and now you want to jump a big gap. Again, if that gap gets more than about 10 feet, having an F-amp is probably what you're going to want to do, or at least put a pixel halfway there maybe would work. So generally you don't need it, but you don't need the F-amp, but those are situations where you may. Okay, so if you're having those problems, if you're seeing flickering or you're seeing some disobedience in your LEDs when you tell them to do a certain thing, they're not doing the right thing, try it. If it's one of those kinds of situations where you've got a long wire run, and then after that wire run you're having the problems, that might be the time for an F-amp. But generally you don't need it. All right, what's up from South Africa? How's it going, Reagan? Been a while. Glad you're here. Thanks. Hey, lead balloon. Okay, I am so not focused. Oh, what are we going to do? I am so not focused. We're in trouble. Okay, Luciferin, here we go. So I took the old LEDs that I had off the back of the monitor. I deleted Firefly off of my PC. I put new LEDs on. I'm using two different ESP32 boards. Now I've got this one, which is the regular Quindor ESP32 with the onboard antenna. And I'm also going to use this one, which is an external antenna. But because I'm using the USB communication, not Wi-Fi, this should be fine. Normally, if I was going to use something for Wi-Fi, if I had this and didn't have the antenna, it wouldn't work very well. But I don't need to use it for that. I can just use it as a USB and not need the Wi-Fi connection at all. So that's my goal. So here's where we are. Okay. Right now, I'm going to, I was going to say, oh gosh, I just whacked that whole thing over. I was going to say, when you do set up Luciferin, it's important to do it in the right steps. I think it's important to do it in the right steps. The quick start guide gives you the right steps. Basically, the steps are set up your controller and your LEDs. He's just using this is just his example, D1 Mini and a logic level shifter. So set up that, install your LEDs. Then, well, when you set up this, you should put Luciferin, put glowworm on it. Oh, and that reminds me. So grab your controller, whatever kind of controller it is, and then when you go to flash it, use this. You've got one of these web-based installers, right? So when you go full install, now the difference between full and light, which isn't, it should be LITE, right? But anyways, the difference between the full version and the light version is the light version will only do USB communication. It will not use Wi-Fi. So no MQTT, no UDP, nothing. Just USB communication. The full will let you do USB communication, but if you want to, you can also do Wi-Fi. And that means MQTT, and I think in the future, or it might be in this version, I can't remember, UDP. Okay? Test rig is using 30 feet of 3-conductor cable, quad and 50 pixel strings. And everything's working okay, Chris? Derailing warning, right? Don't hate me. It's Luciferin. Kind of like blue glycerin. Not Luciferin instead of Luciferin. Oh, I'm going to keep saying Luciferin. That's okay. I'll say it however it decides to come out of my mouth. Okay. Anyways, this is great because you don't have to download any other software or do anything to flash it. You do have to have the driver, which it tells you here. If you don't have the driver, get it for the CH340 on most of these, or the CP210X is the other chip that you might need a driver for. Okay, so browser-based installer. So I did that. I installed it. So now I'm going to connect them. Okay, I'm going to connect them. So here's how the connection is going to go. I'm going to turn on my camera over here. Oop. Good thing I'm wearing pants. Okay. I know it's probably not going to be, well, let's adjust it. I was going to say, it's probably not going to be great video, but let's make it great video, huh? Because we can do that. It's not that hard. Don't be lazy, Z's. Don't be lazy. Okay. Look better? I don't know why I didn't save it this time. It saved it last time. Okay. Oh, gonna need glasses because ain't no way I can read these things anymore. US light. Light is the correct spelling. Oh, grammar please. To me, anything that has to do with weight is light, and I guess it's not really weight, but it still seems wrong. Okay, I'm an admitted hopeless, useless, stupid American. Okay, let's see. There it is. Okay, so on this guy here, we've got labels. So I've got my 3 wires here, and power is already connected to these wires on the other end. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to connect it to the 5 volts here, which I don't really need to do, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the data and I'm actually going to connect it to GPIO2, so that's there. And then ground is going to be up here in the corner. Okay, connect it to ground. All right, there. Now I'm going to connect it to my computer Well, I'm not going to connect. I'm going to connect them both at the same time. So I'm not going to connect them before that because it's going to try and power the LEDs when I do that. So I'm going to power it up and then do that. I need another USB-C cable. So give me a sec. Okay, so that's one of them. That's my left monitor. This one is for the right monitor. So we're going to do the same thing. Grab the wires that are going to the right monitor. That's RITE. Okay, 5 volts. We'll go here, 5 volts. GPIO2 over here. And ground. Let's need a little more wire. Ground up here. Okay. And then USB-C here. All right, now I'm going to use my Blitzwolf touchscreen and turn on the power to these things. Okay. Now I'm going to plug in. Oh, crapola. Look at that. I got the wrong. That's not going to work. Okay, I got to get another one of those. That is not going to work. That's the problem with having like 500 USB cables. You think you grab one that's got the right ends on it, and turns out it doesn't. Here it is. That's the one I thought I grabbed. Okay. There. And there. All right. Now they both have a little light on. And they don't, right now, there's nothing happening on the LEDs on the back of the screen, okay? That's because we don't have Firefly installed yet. So we've got the Glowworm software, or firmware, I suppose, is the correct term. We've got the Glowworm firmware on our ESP boards. We've got our LEDs connected. We've got the whole thing powered up. That's an important step first. The next thing, so we've done this, we installed the LEDs. Okay, now we're going to download and install the Firefly part of it that goes on the PC. Okay. And I've probably already downloaded this, but let's just do it again. You can do Linux or Windows, Deb or RPM. And see, I've already downloaded it, but I'll download it again just to overwrite that one. So I always have the latest. I don't know what this is going to do. Sometimes in the past when I installed a new software and I was running Streamlabs OBS, it kind of would mess up my screen capture for a minute. So we'll see if it does that this time or not. But it is important, and I learned this the hard way. It's important that you have your Glowworm devices powered on and connected before you install the Firefly software. 5 volts from the power supply. Yeah, now, good question, Wilbert. Good question. It depends on which device you're using. For Quindor's devices, it works fine. You can do this like this. Okay. There are some ESP devices, some Node MCUs or D1 minis or something where the difference is you probably just wouldn't want to put this wire. Oops. You wouldn't want to put this wire on here. And I could take that wire off. It wouldn't matter. Right? In this case, with this controller, the way that Quindor designed it, it's okay to do that. He just told me that yesterday, I think, or the day before. All right. So now we're going to set up Luciferin. Luciferin. It's okay. Run anyway. This is the part where it usually messes up my screen capture. Yeah, not yet. It will, though. Give it a minute. Yep, I want to install it anyway. Go, go, go. You know what time it is? And now, if I had used the Wi-Fi instead of the USB communication, then I would have gone to the glowworm access point and given my Wi-Fi information and my MQTT information, and there's a few other required things in that. At least it used to be. We should check it out and see. Let's check it out today. After this, we'll do it over the Wi-Fi again. We'll do another one just for kicksies. But it used to be that you had to have a static IP address. You had to give it a static IP address. It does taste like Dr. Pepper. Okay. So there's my Luciferin Firefly desktop icon. So let's start it up. And it should detect these devices. We shall see. Looks like it detected one. Looks like it detected the other. Looks like it turned one of them off. Be interesting to see how this works. Okay, so down here, now you can see right by my ear there, you can see it's got two of them. Oh, they both are turned off now. See that? They're both right there and they're both turned off. So we need to configure these. So we're going to right click and then we're going to go to settings. Hopefully this will pop up. Come on, you. Settings. Come on, you. Oh, there it goes. Okay, great. Left display. Oh, somehow already knows that it's left display. Oh, I know. This is because it had saved information in here from when I had used it before. That's what this is. Okay. Now, we're going to go through some of these. Okay, so the first thing we got to do, I don't know which one this is, honestly. It looks like it's not showing any of them yet. That's troublesome. So it's not showing, these aren't showing up. They should, but they are not. Right here, I should have some devices. And I should have some devices here to use. Dang. Okay, well, we're going to have to see how this goes. Well, we can start with this configuration part here. Now, I did write down the LED configuration that I have. I don't remember, well, since I don't know which one this is, maybe it's the left. Let's assume it is actually the left, because I don't know which controller this is. But anyways, I know how many LEDs I have across the top. I can't really make that any bigger. I know how many LEDs I have across the top, and it is 38. Okay. Down the sides, I have 21 on both sides. And for Luciferin, the default orientation is to start in the middle at the bottom and go around. So I split them so that I have a right and a left. Actually, I guess it's counterclockwise when I'm looking at it. It goes that way. So on this side, I've got 19. And on this side, I've got 19. Okay. So save that. I actually want it to open back up here in a minute. Maybe I need to start it before I find them. Okay. First LED offset, that's if you didn't start at the bottom in the middle and you needed to rotate around the circle somewhere where the start point is, that's what you use. All right, mode. So this is important. You got to bind it to the correct display. So in this case, I'm going to go to display settings, and then I can see which one's which. So it's actually display 1 is my left display, and display 3 is my right display, and display 2 is my Blitzwolf. Okay. So this one should actually be set to number 1. The resolution is actually 4K. What's 4K resolution? You guys remember? Leave off the right side of your left monitor, stated in the bottom right corner when around clockwise. Yeah, I guess you could, huh? I don't remember what the resolution is in 4K, but you know where it is? I know where it is. It's in this other one here. So I'm going to open up the other display at the same time. This may be a little screwy. Oh, thank you. Is that what it is? Thank you. Thank you, Richard. You're a superstar. Okay. Oh! It must have detected it, because look at that. Or it heard you. Except for its display number 1. Oh, it changed. Oh, look at that. It thinks display number 2 has that resolution. Oh. Interesting. That's because my display number 1 and display number 2 changed numbers when I added the third monitor. 160. Okay. Scaling, auto, classic. I'm just going to leave all this, leave all that. CPU threads, whatever. This still doesn't have any output devices. That's a problem. Man, that's a problem. Okay. Oh, MQTT. We're not going to use MQTT. Let's turn that off. Okay. All right. Let's just save and close and see if turning off MQTT makes any difference. I wonder if this is going badly because I had it on there before. Okay, so here's my right display. So this is my other display. We're going to do the same thing. We're going anti-clockwise. Now this display on the right has a different number of LEDs, slightly. 36 on the top instead of 38. 21 down the side, 21 down the side, and 19, no, not 19, 16, because there's a big gap in the middle where the mount is. 16 on each side. Clockwise split bottom row. Okay, great. Mode. And what did I just say this display was? This one's number 3. And it's 1920, 1080. Scaling. Classic thing, right monitor. Okay. We're going to turn off MQTT. And we'll save and close. And I'm really bummed that it's not recognizing the USB. Dang it. Yeah, it's not happy. It's not happy. So no devices there. Oh, there it is. That's what we need. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, COM1 or COM3. Oh my gosh, there's a whole bunch. Okay, so here's how we're going to figure it out. Ready? Hey, C Sharpworm, how's it going? Here's what we're going to figure out. We're going to use, you could use a lot of different things to sort of detect which one it is. I wonder if COM3. Problem is I've got them both connected to the same sort of USB hub. So that might be a problem. I don't know which one it's going to be. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. COM port roulette. So I guess you could go to Device Manager, right? And you can look and see which COM ports or what. See, here's the problem. Like it's only showing one of them. I wonder if that's because I've got them connected to a USB hub. Should still work though, right? Should still work. Let's see. So I usually look at this, use Device Manager, then unplug it. Yeah, let's unplug this one. No, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, you know what? I wonder, is there such a thing as a USB-C cable that doesn't have button fail? Yeah, where's the fail button? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Maybe my other USB-C cable doesn't have data. Could that be a thing? I think it could be. And I am not a guy who has an abundance of USB-C cables. Hey, Dave, how's it going? We're doing Luciferin, which is screen match lighting. We got a new name. It's named after a guy named John. John named it screen match LEDs. It's called Luciferin or Luciferin if you're not a stupid American like me. All right. Then what am I going to do about another USB-C cable? Let me see what else I can find. just to test that theory of maybe it's a USB-C cable that doesn't have data wires in it. I would think that they would all have data wires in them, right? Here's another one. All right, let's try it. Because, USB-C, it's like supposed to be awesome. To be honest, this wire feels like it's thinner. So maybe that is what happened. So tricky. Like, there should be some kind of a law that says you have to label the wire, the cable, if it doesn't have data wires. Glimmer. Oh, really? Cool. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes! It did it! That was it! That was it! Oh, you can't see. Sorry. Sweet! Okay. We are in business, boys. We are in business. Yes. All right, so that one is COM 3. This one is COM 5. Okay. So that's this one. Turned off MQTT. There. Okay, save and close. Save and close. Woo! They should need data as they're reversible. Yeah, well, that one didn't have it. This cursed cable right here does not have data. It's like a charging only kind of a cable, or maybe it's a power cable for something, Mila Minoki, how are you doing? Gen 2. Good news from Twitch, software and game development category. I heard that. Spreading the word so fast, forgot to edit the thing. So should I be joining that? I should join the software and game development category. I'll have to visit Twitch and sort that out. This is like Hyperion. Yes, Dave, it's like Hyperion. Biggest difference is this only works on PC. Derail warning. Huh? This only works on PC. It does not work on an outside source. Get away from the 24-hour chicken cams. I've seen those. I don't get it. Okay, let's see. Oh, it says start. Like it's already going. It's not going though. I don't see any lights. Stop. Oh. Okay, that's weird. So do you see I had to click those to sort of start them, but nothing's come on. Oh, I know. No. Yeah, no, not working. It's not working. So right display. It's not happy, that's for sure. Left display. We'll get this up here. It runs on an ESP chip. It runs on this right now is running on an ESP32. Both of these. It's on two different ones. Oh, this is all wrong. This didn't save any of that. I kind of thought it might because it was giving me grief about saving. Now I know why. I don't know why it was giving me grief about saving, I guess. I shouldn't say I know why because I don't. But I know that it didn't save. Okay. It was when I was writing, I started talking about other stuff when you were writing, and then before you even finished, Alexander, I was already back on track. Hey, right? Superstar. Okay, let's open this one back up again. Oh, excellent. So that's that device. Now this one, okay, that saved at that time. Mode, now we need this to be, son of a gun. Where is it? It's not showing those. Oh, we got to turn off MQTT before it'll show these. Now it'll show them. There's number 5. Well, nothing's happening. Oh, it's 5 frames per second. That's not going to be good enough. Okay, let's start that one. Start that one. I'm seeing nothing. I'm getting nothing coming on the back of the screens at all right now. Doesn't help that these lights are on. Those are a little bright. Those are too. Let's turn those off. Yeah, no worky right now. Wonder why. Let's go back into the settings and see what we can see. See if we can sort out why. Isn't the software the game dev category programmers? This is more hardware and technology. I think you're right, Mark. I think you're right. I don't think I'm a software developer at all, but maybe other software developers would be more drawn to that. So the baud rate, I wonder if that's part of the problem. Definitely going to turn up the frames per second. So I'm just matching these, making sure that they have something. So there's nothing in these. There should be something. But it says there's no connected devices. I wonder if that's because of this. Dark mode. Yeah, there needs to be a dark mode, huh? Is there a dark mode? Well, here's the display multi-monitor setting, so you can do a triple display, or you can turn off multi-monitor and just do one. If you're having one single device run both of your monitors, then you can click this, and if you did that, then you would have to... Oh, you would still have another loose... This one over here would just be the other device, or the other monitor, but it would still... You don't do it in one of these ones. Man, I don't know why I'm not getting any output. I think it's a baud rate problem. Yes, it's flashed on an ESP32, connected then to your LED, set up through the web browser like WLED, kind of correct. You can do that, Dave. You can do it. In fact, I think we're going to have to do that in a minute, unfortunately. You can do that, but I'm trying to get it to work. Oh, I know why. Wait. Oh, wait. I know. There's a thing. Output pin. Where's the output pin? Somewhere in here, there's an output pin. Bind to display number. No. Where is it? Hey. I know there's supposed to be a way to select the output. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, if they're not showing up here, we're in trouble because this is where you set the output pin. Data pin, yeah. So, but this is where it's supposed to be. That's where it is. You select this, and this will give you information, but it will also, once you've got it set up there, it will let you select the output pin. And they're not showing up. I don't know why. There they are. We got the right COM ports. It's not getting data. WS2812s. Yep. Check the mode tab. Both are bound to display one. Oh, are they? Let's see. Let's open them back up. Huh. That's a problem. Okay. Man. Still no lights. It's this. Why is there nothing now? Good job, Luke. Nice catch. The LEDs are powered. Yep. Are you at Michigan Stadium? That looks like a Michigan Stadium picture in the background. Did you notice my shirt today? It's an old shirt. Said saves take effect when software is restarted. Oh. Okay. I think it restarts, though. I guess I can exit and then restart it. Thanks for reading. Thanks for actually reading this stuff. Resolution settings. I think we're running into a problem before we even get that far. But the resolutions are different on the two different displays, so I'm not surprised that they look different. Restart Firefly. It said that. Ah! Now it's gone. Dang it. Why would it go away? I had it. It was in the palm of my hand. Why would it not be there now? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think we might have to go to use Wi-Fi. I really didn't want to. I really wanted this to work. I could try it with 8266. I have 8266 sitting here that we could use. Try just starting one. Nothing. You should be able to turn like just a solid pattern. They do have some really cool stuff. They do have some patterns you can use if we ever get it working. And then they have these modes, and these are based on the audio from the computer. So it's not listening to a microphone. It's just coming off the computer. Should be pretty cool. But regardless, without this, I got nothing. Okay. Firefly's gone. I guess we can do this. Let's just make sure it's not running in the background somewhere, right? Okay, this is all that's running. I don't know why is Microsoft Teams running. This is all that's running. Shouldn't need anything else. Okay, somebody subscribed or something. We haven't done any unicorns today. Yeah, John, I'm kind of with you. I think it might be the baud rate. That's why it's not communicating. Okay, Firefly is not running, so now we're going to start Firefly. Why not try getting one to work first, then plug in the other one? Oh, Pete. Why are you trying to make sense, you know? Yeah, probably try and get one to work at a time. But so what baud rate should I try? What baud rate should I try? Zoopack fan, thank you for the subscribing. I appreciate it. Mucho, mucho. Well, I was hoping to get this to work with USB and not have to do it over MQTT, but I don't know that that's going to work. I cannot get them to show up there. 11.5.200. Okay, let's give it a try. I don't have an 11.5.200 option. Give me another choice, Alexander. What do you think? Just go low? Just maybe a little lower? This I've read before. If you mess up, we won't be able to communicate anymore. Let's just try it with one of them. Try the lowest. One is conflicting with the other. That could be. Oh, there it is. Oh, now it's gone. Okay. Well, I think we're going to try this one. So hard to see anything. Sorry. And this doesn't really, I can't really increase this, can I? Yeah, it doesn't, I can't get this window any bigger without moving heaven and earth, I guess. Is this the working from home watch DrZz stream? Yes, sir, Mr. Snowman. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. How are you doing? This is the nobody's home at DrZz's house either, so let's all just hang out together stream. All right, let's see. No. Nope, 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 nope. Man. Well, okay. So the other option. Oh, painful. Let's try it with ESP. Let's try it with the 8266s that I have instead. I really wanted to use these ESP32s. I thought it would be better. But let's just go back to these good old-fashioned, crazy, crappy old D1 minis. I know these were working as Wi-Fi in the past, because that's what I was using before. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of this. Exit out of this. Okay. I'm actually going to uninstall. Actually going to uninstall Firefly. D1 Minis for the win. Hey, Joe. How you doing, man? Finally met Joe in person. Joe came up to my Hobbit house. The size of the video is like 3 inches tops. Let's have chatting window up. Oh, I got you. So I'm only this big, and then the box of my screen is only that big. I could probably maybe when we get to the next step, I can make a share on whatchamacallit here, this Streamlabs. That's just big. That's just that one window. When I have the right phone again, much easier. Oh, you got the wrong phone, or you got a different phone? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Abandon this. Okay, power down. Power down, power down, power down. Well, I have not had success with those, and the USB communication. Get a bigger monitor. Good idea, Snowman. That's a fantastic idea. I should totally do that. Let's go pick one off Bangood for next time. Fail button. Yes, we're gonna put that one up too. I need one that says "Get your vaccine." There you go. Always 9600, Matthew. That didn't even have that option. Did you see that? There was no option for 9600. All right, let me grab some USB cables. Well, I know I've got one right here that's got data. That does the data. This is the one I use for flashing. Ugh. Daughter saw your fairy lights and now wants to upgrade her regular pixels. They're on a slow boat from China. See how she gets to learn. Oh, she learned impatience. I actually have some of those still that I've been saving for myself that I haven't used for anything. I know where I want them though. Okay, so we're gonna take. Oh, Janice is home. Crap. We'll have to see how much longer the stream can last. We got to get it working though, right? Okay, good old fashioned D1 Mini. Connect that up. Go to quick start guide here again, and go to the web browser based installer. We're going to do a full install. COM3, go. That is pretty bright in my face. Yeah, Mrs. Z's is home, so hopefully she'll come home and take a nap. You bought your fairy lights for your daughter too? They love them, huh? My dad's old Q7, G7 screen got replaced. There's no tape or glue included. Pre-applied. Oof. Am I using powered USB hub? I had a massive interface issue reading serial information in the past. Oh, really? Yes, I am. Doc got caught. Wife is home. I'm busted. Yeah, normally I would have used, so I got off early today. Normally I would have used this time to take a nap. But I was going to do this anyways. I wanted to get this finally running again. So that's why, and I didn't get to hang out with you guys last week. And it's unlikely that I'll get to this Sunday. Maybe. It's possible. But, okay. So this one's done. So let's leave that one connected. Okay. We're going to leave that one connected. And we're going to get another USB cable, which will hopefully have data communication abilities. Oh my gosh. Is there a market for used USB cables? I've got a lot of them. Like if I could sell these all, I think I could retire. I found one here. Let's see if this will work. This looks like a pretty good one, so it's probably not just power. It's super long though. Really was hoping not to use one this long. Golly. I guess if I use this really long one and it's a problem, I can plug it in. I'm just going to end up using MQTT, but I really wanted to do this without MQTT. Okay. Plug that guy in there. Full install. Oop. Hold on. That one turned off. No, it doesn't have. How about that? It doesn't have data. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, it's still calling it COM3. That's not good. Huge box full of old phone and other power adapters. Yeah, me too. No magic smoke today? I know. What kind of blue smoke are we wicking? Hey, Stove Doctor. That dedication cutting into the nap time, right? Be much bigger when I have installed display on my phone the right way. Not only rumble around when using the phone as it is now. Gosh, that sounds crazy. So your phone screen is not like secured to the phone right now? That seems crazy. Well, I'll talk to David. I sent him some devices to test out because I was trying to get the Pixel Pro to do this and it wasn't working either. So maybe he can make some modifications or we can make some modifications because I would really like to have a dedicated device that can do these things. Okay, so we know that does have communication, right? So we're going to plug that in. We're going to plug that in. We're going to connect them to our lights. Not power this with the lights, just the data. Oh my gosh, you can't see. Blind as a bat. Because you replaced the screen, you're crazy. Man, good for you. That scares me. All right, and then I think D4 is GPIO2, isn't it? I should know this. I've done it enough times. But it's been a while since I did it with a D1 Mini. Oh, it takes me back. Takes me back to the, I don't know if you want to say good old days, but to the olden days. Oh my gosh, LED control used to be so much harder than it is now. So much. WLED and the Did Unos have revolutionized LED control. All right. Now, we're going to go and reinstall Firefly. There it is. I don't need this one anymore. Okay. Oops, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Sorry, I did all that without you being able to see the screen. Whoops. Did anybody see what happened to the Luciferin install? Hey, crazy editor. So what happened to my... Maybe did I hit cancel? What did I do? Oh, no, here it is. Sorry, I didn't start it. It's over here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Funny, it didn't ask me all those, like, are you sure you want to install this? And that kind of stuff this time. Okay. Okay, it saved all the information about the LEDs. Display number 1, display number 3, COM 3, COM 5. Now, I don't know if that's right. I'm not sure that's right. So let's go to the device manager. I would have thought that connecting this through... Oh, there's a problem. There's a problem. Ooh. Okay, so it doesn't like them being connected to the same hub, maybe, huh? There can be only one. Yeah, it doesn't like that. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is, Stephen. It is. It's an alternative to Hyperion. Okay. Dang it. Man, I really want to get that working. Okay. I guess I can try... Let me see if I can hook it up to a different hub. It's too bad. Like, this one is not happy. I don't understand why. It's a Hyperion alternative that only works... Oop, that light just came on. Oh, what? It's a Hyperion alternative that only works on PC. So you can't do it with external sources of video. Just whatever's on your PC will be displayed. Let's see if it gives me... Okay, now we got a different port number. Okay. Okay, so now we got COM 7. All right, so COM 3 and COM 7. Now this COM 7, I don't think it knew that device was there before. And there's still nothing showing up here. I'm about to give this up. It should be stuff like this that makes Doc more bonkers. It sure is. Remove the hub from the equation? Man. Yeah. Okay. Problem is, I don't know if I got enough. I don't have enough empty ports to do that. I got to go through my all the connections on my computer and see what I can sacrifice. And of course, in the middle of it, doing that in the middle of a stream is tricky business as well. So, okay, let's do it. Let's do it this way. We'll do it in the middle. All right. So right now I have the right monitor connected. So let's just start that one. Let's see what happens. Now it's never really. So that's promising so far. At least it's showing that it has the little play symbol. And it's showing here. So maybe it is one at a time. You guys were trying to get me to do one at a time, and I kept saying no. Is it 56 LEDs? No, it's more than 56 LEDs. Why does it think it's only 56? It's way more than 56. Huh. So you can change the GPIO pin number here. But you can't change the LED number. Why not? Why not? Okay. I'm still getting no output on the LEDs, though. Nothing's turning on back there. Oh, shoot. The data wire came off. You think that might have something to do with it? Okay. Damn, still nothing. I'll get there in the end. This is why you let you do your own thing. That's the DrZzs saying. My way might not be the best way, but it's my way. Amen. That's right, Mark. What input must walk the plank? Unplug me, Hardy. I like that. One of you USB devices is going away. Anybody ever play that Sea of Thieves game? The PC game or whatever? I guess it was Xbox too. That was fun. Dang this. Why is that number of LEDs wrong? I mean, it should get it from right here. Like it should be able to add it up. Oh, it thinks it's on the wrong screen. Oh, it thinks it's on that screen. Shouldn't be. Yeah, this is display number 3. It says right there, display number 3. Good grief. Well, I got nothing coming out. Nothing. It is still plugged into a hub. All right. Let me see if I can go in there to my little closet and see if I can unplug something. If I can find something that we're not using. Okay. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, it may very well be that I no longer have a keyboard. Let's see. Yep, I no longer have a keyboard. Okay, well, that'll make things a little more interesting. This is where the stream goes dark. Yes, fortunately, I labeled the microphone and the webcam, so I knew it wasn't those two things. But yeah, it's the keyboard. All right, let's go into settings again. See if we can find this guy. There's that. See, it seems to be communicating, so I don't think that's it. Man, what is the freaking problem here? What are you talking about? Why is everybody is silent today? 30 real humans? Oh, you think so? Okay, well. Dang. We can try it a different way. We can try MQTT. Gremlins from the Hobbit house. Yep, maybe, huh? Okay. We have lights now. But it's only half the lights. It's only half the lights. But we do have some lights. I can see them now behind there. Yeah, they're working now. That part's not working. Audio. Huh. It's not doing the bias lighting. It's sending signal to turn on the LEDs, but it's not doing the bias lighting stuff. When all those fails, there's got to be a Tasmota solution. True that. Well, I think the problem here may be because I'm reusing these D1 minis, and some of this information may have been in the initial flashing and didn't get overwritten. Like, I'm looking at it and thinking, why in the world would it not glow ESP32, huh? Thinking, why would it not let me change the number of LEDs? Or why is it not adding up the right number of LEDs here? And I think it also still thinks it's the wrong monitor. Man, I want to do a video about this, like a full-on video. Wrong spelling? Oh, trolls in the closet. It's closet. Is that French for closet? All right. Well, we know that some of these things are working anyways. And it's the output device. There's nothing here because it's MQTT. I'm not selecting a, I don't know what this UDP stream is about. Man. Yeah, I could. In the end, like most everything, the problem is between the chair and the keyboard. Amen, Yona. Ain't that the truth? Oh, it's right here. So when I turn on bias lighting, nothing happens. It does these things. When I turn on these effects, they work. But the bias light part doesn't work at all. And once I've turned on the effects, I can't Man, this is lame. Told you it was wrong spelling. You should know how it starts when my brain starts to shut down. Oh, man. Okay, well. Oh, looks like I got a few more LEDs on that time. What's happening here? Still says only 56. When I do test image, it shows up on the wrong monitor. Huh. That's not right. Okay. Well, maybe what I'll do is use... I haven't decided yet. Have not decided yet what I'm going to do. It is just so nutty that it's not adding up the numbers right. Let's just try and turn it off, turn it back on. Because you know that always does it. Oh, now there's two. Now there's... Crap. Yeah, it thinks... Definitely thinks... Some lights got turned on in this rainbow. Okay, it's lighting up a few more when I do the rainbow. It's still not lighting up all of them. It's going around most of it, but not all of it. And nothing at all when I do bias lighting. Still doing the rainbow. It's not even doing it all the way, it's like stopping part way. Which port? AH? Now I'm actually using MQTT. So I got it set up to use MQTT, that's why. That's how it's working. Phooey. All you have to do is this, right? You know, a crazy editor. It's funny you say it that way. I was just telling the kids last night that I think a lot of times meaning, I've said this before, but meaning well, somebody will say, why don't you just do this? And sometimes, not always, but sometimes it comes off as like, hey, dummy, you know, dark theme. There is a dark theme. Man, oh man. Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's play with something else for a few minutes. I'm going to play with this offline. Lightpack on GitHub is another one for Arduino ESP, serial Wi-Fi WLED compatible, HA integration, Mac version. Ambibox is also a popular option. Maybe a comparison video would be cool. Ooh. So Lightpack and Ambibox. Oh, looks like we're going to do some Googling. Thank you, Taste. Oh, I don't have a keyboard. Let me fix that. All right. Those were on GitHubs. Would love to try helping out, but I'm in the grandparents. Oh, no worries. Well, thank you. Let's play with it again. True. Consistently seem to struggle with projects, overcomplicate things only to rip out the middle bits and solve it. Yeah. OSD keyboard. Oh, gosh. So, Lightpack 2? Wait, but I'm not going to buy this. I'm not buying no thing. Who said that? Oh, P-Sig Lightpack on GitHub. Okay, let's try that. There you go. What we got here? Fork of the original Lightpack focused on better grabbing on Windows. Use the new grabber. Profiles, expert mode, capture source. If you're using Windows 8 or 8.1, you got other problems. Old style plugins don't work on the new version. Can't capture Netflix. Here comes the missus.
Not the missus.
Oh, hey baby.
Hi.
Hi. How are you? Say hi to the dudes.
Oh, hi. Is this a full live?
It's a full life.
Oh no, not Sunday. Hi.
Hi. I was home by myself, so I decided I would stream for a bit because I didn't do it the last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying some stuff out, and it's failed so far. But that's okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to mess up. It is okay. What was the other one? Ambibox. So what are you up to? Okay.
I have gym again at 2 or leave at 3.
Okay.
When did you start?
Oh, quite a while ago. I'll probably stop pretty soon.
Well, I think Mom's taking today. So I'm just taking today.
Oh yeah? At what time? At 3?
Leave at 3.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Take your car?
Yeah. And then we have to take it to the shop.
Is it bad? Or just still not? It's been past that. I know you're still here, guys. I know you're still here. All right. Well, I'm not going to try any of these. This looks like a nice interface. What does this run on? Not cross-platform. How do you run the lights? Bye. Thanks for. Oh, that was Zoe. Yeah. Okay. Well. Grr. I think what I'm going to do is think about it. I'm going to think about it a bit. Let's do one thing. Let's do one other thing. No, let's not do that. Never mind. All right, let's answer some questions. I'm just going to open it up for questions right now. We're going to call this one a draw. Between me and Luciferin, it's a draw. I'm not going to admit defeat. I've had it working, but I've never had it working with USB, which is what I really was hoping to be able to do. Clearly not meant to be for today. I'll come back. I will live to fight another day. Wrong one? Which one's the wrong one? This Ambibox is the wrong one? Go ahead, Russ. Ask your question. What's your question? Can't see. Oh, no, that's not going to work. That's way too long a wire. I could try it. I don't think it's going to work. What a mess this has become. Yeah. All right. Russ has a question. I'm using WLED, and the first 15 LEDs are doing their own thing, primarily sticking blue. Do I know an ESP8266EX? What does that mean? What's the EX? What is that about? This thing is so screwy. Ugh. Oh, so mad. So mad. Originally thought it was the strip, but it's showing up on the top of the screen. Peak on. Do you have segments set up? Russ, do you have segments set up? That's what it sounds like. Sounds like you got a segment. Oh, I just turned that off. Let's turn those back on. Sorry. These are my experimental lights, and I turned them off. Turns out you can't do too much experimenting if you turn off the power to the lights. Oh, sweet. 2 segments, each 144 LEDs. I think you've got the, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Here comes a bot. 2 segments, 144 LEDs each. So how do you have the segments arranged? Because it sounds like that's what's messed up. Is it if your first bunch of LEDs, especially if you turn on peak, and the first group of LEDs looks like, like, oh, that's something, and then the rest of them are not that thing, then that makes me think that's what you got going. Some kind of messed up segment. You're redoing the wires? What other questions? Let's see. Somebody put in something about ask. Let's go to, that's what Sir Goodenough would want me to do. He would want me to go to the live questions. Anyone else singing? Oh, nope, that's a different one from last time. Has anybody integrated Amcrest AD110 button press reliably into Home Assistant? If so, how? Tried using Tasker, but it's hit and miss. I have not. Amcrest AD110 button press. Is that a doorbell, Tony? I have not. Have you? I mean, I'm assuming you've tried the Amcrest integration. I thought they had a decent integration. I think it's cloud-based, but I thought they had a decent integration. Since someone mentioned ground, it's weird to me. If it shows up here in peak, when you say it shows up in peak, so it shows up like your blue. If they're just staying blue, that shows up here, and then the rest of them do what you tell it to do. That makes me think that somewhere in there it thinks that there's a segment. It could be in your whatchamacallums here, your presets. Could be that in your presets there's a segment saved. It's a possibility. Noise, fire, 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 fire. This is the audio reactive version. It's pretty fun to play with. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Oh, it's reacting to the fan. I like the ones that are like a frequency map. Frequency map. No, that's not it. Matrix, no. Oh, that is actually kind of cool. Frequency pixels. Yeah, I like the. Let's see. Ooh, that's cool. Whoa. You can't see what I'm seeing. Oh, yeah, you can. It's right there. That's cool. That's like Knight Rider. Sorry. I'm just playing. Just used bouncing balls to see if it was my presets. The datasheet says it has 2 UARTs and UART 0 shows the boot up info. Might be worth hooking it up to answer, seeing if you can interact with it. Chris, you're talking about that Amcrest doorbell? Hi. How's it going?
Good. Are you live?
Yeah, but not for much longer.
Okay.
I needed a nap.
Yeah, but I'm surprised you were in bed.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Mrs. East came home and surprised. She knows I'm home early and she's surprised I'm not in the bed. I told you I would normally have been taking a nap right now.
You taking Zoe?
Yeah.
2:50?
Sure. What are we gonna do about her card? We need to take it back.
Sure.
Yeah, that's okay. They talk. They know what to do. Okay. Because I'm wondering if we should take it to the other guy. The guy that's working on Zach's bus. Just a thought. Just a thought. Rock Daves. Rocktives. Oh, instead of like octaves? Oh, that's cool. Anyway, this is fun to play with. Talking about the ESP8266EX. What makes it EX? What does the EX do? I wonder. Yeah, Luciferin is taking a nap, that's for sure. Man, what a bum dealio yo. Bum dealio yo. Oh well. Whoa, that's crap. Ah! Crazy flashy. Settle down. This is fun. I could play with this. This is fun. This is why we play with LEDs. Because you can do this kind of stuff. And it's just fun. I could sit here and just look at these things and watch them bounce around instead of doing any real work. Integrated flash. I think some of them have integrated flash already, I thought. Anyways, all right, guys. Let's, I think we failed at answering Tony's question. Question was removed. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to remove your question, Sir Goodenough. I'm sorry. I meant to answer it. Okay, guys. Well, that was all for today, and I'm sorry that we didn't get it to work as we had hoped, but maybe next time. This is good. This is all I was going to do anyways. I was going to sit here and like tinker around and try and figure out how to make it work, but we spent up all the time. Extra xylophones. Of course, Joe. What was I thinking? Everybody needs extra xylophones. Interping, it was in the LED strip, not on the peak. If the peak shows weird stuff, then it's more probably Doc is more on the right track. It is the reality, is it not? Is it not? I guess we can do... I just could play with this forever. Anyway. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for being here. I'll stream again. I don't know what day. Monday, I will be up on the roof putting up solar panels. That's how I'm going to spend my Labor Day. I'm on call this weekend. So it's possible, but low likelihood that I'll be able to stream on Sunday. If I get another chance later this week, it's Thursday. So if I get a chance, if I'm home early again tomorrow, maybe I can do the same thing. It was entertaining to just try. Thank you, Richard. It was helpful. Like we learned some things. We figured a few things out, and we're definitely a little smarter than we were. We just don't have awesome ambient lights. Nope, not ambient lights. John says they're called what did we call them? Screen match lights. The Idaho roof, Joe, the Idaho roof. So if you want to swing by and help us haul panels, it's going to be me and Zach hauling panels up onto the roof. So anybody wants to come by and help us install solar panels on the roof at the Hobbit House, we'll see you there on Monday. All right, anyways, thanks for being here, guys. Have a great day. Adios. Shortening up.